What's going on, guys? Jeep Banerjee back here on another YouTube video. I know it's a little bit late. I try to drop content for you guys every day, but this one's going to go up a little bit later, past midnight. But don't worry, we'll go back to back today. Had a crazy busy day building some funnels out. But in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you guys can do drop shipping or essentially start any business if you're under 18. So I'm going to show you guys the secrets of how to do that, even if you're a minor or if you're underage, regardless of what country you're in, what your situation is. I've got a solution for you guys. So please stay tuned so I can share this with you guys. It's going to be some exciting stuff. And for all of you guys that are joining me, coming back to watch, all that stuff, I really appreciate you guys. Please make sure you guys subscribe, tap the post notifications so you guys get notified every time I drop a new video, because I'm trying to drop as much value as I possibly can. And if there's something that you want me to talk about or cover, please leave those down in the comments. I definitely love suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, issues, anything, feedback, all that stuff is great. So let's get right to it, okay? So for all my young hustlers out there, first and foremost, I want to applaud you guys for wanting to start a business, especially if you're under 18. I was fortunate enough to start my entrepreneurial journey when I was 17 as a senior in high school. That's when I officially got started. And I always think back and I wish I started when I was 13, 14, 12. I'm always trying to start when I was younger, right? And that's the mentality that everyone has as they get older, because you get wise and you start understanding, man, it's really an honor and a blessing to be able to start a business and to know what you want to do in life at an early age. So for all of you guys out there, my first big advice for you guys, especially for my young hustlers, is get started right now. Don't wait till you're 18, 19, 20, any of that stuff. If you have a dream, if there's something you want to pursue, do it right now, because it's going to be awesome for you guys, okay? The younger you start, the better it is. And let me tell you guys, the biggest reason why it's amazing to start when you're young. For most of you guys, if you're blessed, obviously, you have the luxuries of staying at home, right? So you probably have a parent, somebody that's housing you, giving you shelter, clothing, all the basic necessities. So you don't need to worry about really having any expenses, right? You don't have responsibilities, you don't have expenses. It's the best time to start a business because you have the support you need. As you get older, right, you're gonna have kids, you're gonna have mortgages, you're gonna have bills and payments and car payments, all this stuff. It's gonna be a lot harder for you guys to have the flexibility and the freedom to start a business, right? Because you're gonna need consistent cash flow, and that's what becomes harder. So for all my young hustlers out there, please take this advice from me. This is the best advice I can give you. There is no better time to start than right now. And if you guys need further inspiration, please go watch my YouTube video, my TEDx video that's on YouTube, where I talk about the perfect age to pursue your dreams. And for those of you guys looking for that video, just type in Jeep Banerjee TEDx. Okay, now on to the good stuff. So you're under 18 and you know that you want to start a business. How do you do it, right? Okay, first things first, you're gonna run into a couple issues, okay? So there's two ways that you guys can go about it, okay? If you try to start your own business under your own name, oftentimes you're gonna have tough times creating PayPal accounts, payment gateways, and a lot of other issues are gonna come up if you do it under your own name, okay? So there's two routes that you can go with this, okay? You need to be 18 or older in most countries, especially with payment gateways, PayPals, all that stuff gets a little tricky. They have these expectations for you guys where they want you to be a certain age. So if you're not over that age already, there's two ways that you can go about this. The first thing you guys can do is find a parent, okay? If you have a parent, an older brother, sibling, uncle, whoever it is, someone that's willing to let you use their name to create these accounts under, okay? And you don't need a lot of information from them. All you really need from them to get it done is essentially you need a social security number, their name, their address, and all that information. So first things first, I want to be very clear. Make sure you have permission from that person, okay? Because there will be tax implications. If you make money, they've got to pay the taxes, right? And it's got to be, matching with their bank accounts and all that kind of stuff. But there is a very easy way to do it. Just reach out to an adult that you obviously know and you trust. Usually parents work best. Like when I started, my dad did everything under his name. And, that's how I got started, right? When I was 17 years old, because I couldn't have a PayPal, I couldn't have these things. So I had to leverage my parents and get those things done. So that's the first option that you guys can go. And if you're just brand new, starting out, don't have any income, don't even know what it is exactly you want to do, and you don't want to spend money, that's the best route to go, okay? The second option that you guys can take is you guys can create a business entity. And I know this works well in the United States. I can't speak so much on these other countries, but essentially you guys can create some sort of business entity and use that business entity to represent you as a company, okay? So you guys can go get an LLC. That's the one that I recommend. There's a lot of websites out there like myllc.com, and you guys can Google it, you'll figure it out. It's very cheap, couple $100, you'll have an LLC. And the benefit of an LLC is that you need to get something that's called an EIN, okay? So it's basically a taxpayer identification number, an employee identification number, which allows you to use that instead of your social security. So social securities are used to represent or to basically identify a human individual. EIN numbers are now used to identify a business, okay? So if you have an EIN, age doesn't matter. You could be 17 or you could be 65, it doesn't matter because you're now being represented by your business or entity corp. Everything works the same. Everything gets funded into your business. Expenses, revenue, all that stuff comes into your business. And then from your business, you could pay yourself out. And at the end of each year, you have to file an individual tax for your business and you have to file an individual tax for yourself. You can even ask your parents if you can file as a dependent with them. If you're not making too much money, that might make more sense. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have any financial advice that I can really give you guys on that stuff. You guys can check it out on your own. But the point of the matter is, if you guys are under 18, you're trying to start a business, trying to do drop shipping, any of that stuff, it is 100% possible. I have tons of students actually in my courses and academies that are under 18 that are crushing it, generating revenue, etc. 14, 15-year-olds. It's an amazing opportunity. So please, guys, take it by the horns and do it. These are the two easiest workarounds. Use a parent or get a business entity and you can start your own business. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna keep this short because it's very simple. I look forward to seeing you guys starting your businesses, and for all my young hustlers out there, let's go get it. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you guys subscribe, as I mentioned, drop some comments, and turn on post notifications so that you guys can keep getting value bombs from me as much as possible.